For me, anime is at its best when dealing with existentialism, and I think no medium is better able to visualize the ideas associated with existentialism than anime. Throw in some social commentary, mecha action, some decent writing, a Hiroyuki Sawano soundtrack, and unfortunately very little fan service, and we get 86. An anime for the ages. Despite this amazing setup to talk about existentialism, I'm not here for that today. Today on Aniprop, I'm flinging praise at the foot of the relatively new director Toshimasa Ishii. The 86 visual novel is highly regarded, but he somehow improved the storytelling in his adaptation by using something I will be referring to as Asynchronous Chronology. Hello everyone, welcome to Aniprop. Let's get into it. '86 is a morbid story about a suicide squad of child soldiers who fight for the Republic of San Magnolia against the Gaiadian Empire. The child soldiers fight using juggernauts, these spider mecha which are really interesting to see in action. The social commentary comes into play because the pilots of the juggernauts are selected via racial profiling. The majority of the San Magnolia population are white-haired, blue-eyed individuals known as Alba. The Alba populate the 85 districts of San Magnolia. Outside the comfortable city walls is the 86th district, where the non-Alba reside. Aptly, they became known as the 86s. The 86s are forced to fight in their juggernauts until they die. Unfortunately for San Magnolia, some of the 86s are extremely good at not dying. These that refuse to die are sent to the Spearhead unit. They fight at the front line and take on the most dangerous missions. They are led by a captain, Shin the Undertaker, who is the very best at not dying. He is this universe's answer to Levi Ackerman. The Spearhead unit is handled by an Alba of noble blood, Lena. Are you still here? Did you make it through that lore dump? Thank you. I promise all of that was important to making my point. So, you may have noticed that even in the quick blurb I gave you there, it juxtaposes Lena, the royal handler, against the Spearhead suicide fighters. The two live in totally different worlds. Toshimasa Ishii reinforces this idea in his adaptation by using slight shifts to the coloring style when outside the walls of San Magnolia. He also achieves showing the difference between the two worlds by using asynchronous chronology. And this is impressive because it is not in the original light novel. Let me explain what I mean by this. Several episodes start by showing events happening to the Spearhead Squadron. At some point in the episode, it switches to Lena's point of view to show what she was doing before the events which unfolded from Spearhead's perspective. In the original material, the author Asato switches between perspectives but does not overlap the events. By creating this overlap, Toshimasa gives the viewer a greater appreciation for the unfolding events. This word gets tossed around a lot, but this is genius, and in my opinion improves the source material to a significant degree. This is what an adaptation is supposed to do, not just convert the source material but adjust it to be an even greater product based on the new medium. I noticed one other thing with the asynchronous chronology. Lena's side of the story is often told last, and her activities are usually few throughout the entire anime. Lena is either walking to work, studying at her desk while talking to Undertaker, guiding Spearhead in her work cubicle, or speaking to her one and only acquaintance Annette, who feeds her cake. Lena breaks this routine on few occasions, and all of the breaks to her routine are related to Spearhead in some way. Switch over to Spearhead now, and the anime makes massive jump cuts between their activities. This underlines how much faster time is moving for them and the constant uncertainty and instability they face. It also possibly shows their freedom. One could argue that even though the Spearhead soldiers seem to have been sentenced to death, Lena is the one in prison. During the course of the first season of this anime, the two timelines never truly merge. They overlap, but never merge, showing that the distance between the Alba and the 86 will always be present despite Lena's best efforts. In a way, it's like we got two anime in one. This is a good watch, and more episodes have been announced, so what are you waiting for? Thanks for watching me today. Like and subscribe, and catch you next time.